Okay. Hi everybody. I'm riding my Super73 S2 today on a beautiful day in December 15th. It is about 75 or 76 degrees out, I think. A lot warmer than is typical for this time of year. More Santa Ana today, although it is perfectly still here in our community. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going today. I think I'm just going to wing it and hopefully take you along for a nice ride. Here we go. Unlike yesterday, I have equipped myself with my DJI remote mic. Audio quality should be a lot better than yesterday. We won't get any annoying rattles from loose USB cover doors or anything else. All you should be able to hear is my voice and hopefully not a whole lot of other noise from motors, bikes, roads, cars, you name it. I think I'll take a hike up to the top of the hill just for grins and giggles and take in the view while the view is good. Hopefully I can find a place where I can point the DJI, given the type of lens this camera has. It's not really good for long distance viewing, but hopefully you'll still get an appreciation for the nice landscape, nice scenery from the top of Quail Hill. Today's Friday. I'm looking forward to going out tonight with Ellen. We're going to probably hit one of our favorite restaurants, fast food restaurants called Wahoo, or Wahoo's Fish Taco. They have excellent food, reasonably priced, fun place to eat. If we don't eat there, we're going to try the new Sessions West Coast Deli, which is on the Crystal Court side of South Coast Plaza. We're headed to South Coast Plaza. Forgot to mention that. That's where the Wahoo's is located. I'm sorry, Sessions is not on the Crystal Court side. It's on the main mall side of South Coast Plaza, and this is a relatively new Sessions. It took over where Wolfgang Puck Cafe used to be. It was a nice Wolfgang Puck. It's a shame that it didn't survive the pandemic. We ate there once, maybe twice. It was good. Wolfgang wouldn't put his name on anything if it wasn't a reasonably good place to eat. So I just realized something else I need to do before I ride any farther, and that's adjust my rear view mirrors. So I'm going to stop and do that. I'm not really good at doing that on the fly. And they're way out of whack because I bumped them not too long ago. I decided that I agree with Chris Shawver and my other friend Shreddy McSkate that it's better to not cinch your rear view mirrors down so hard, because heaven forbid if you lay the bike down, you don't really want to bust off your rear view mirrors. I think that's good. I can see the road behind me and what cars are doing. So I keep them, reasonably tight so that the bumps and vibrations don't make don't make them sag, but on the same token, I make it so that I can adjust them relatively easily, and still maintain good usability. Yeah, it's cool enough in the shade. I'm glad I wore even though it's like 75 or 76 degrees out, I'm glad I wore a windbreaker, because in the shade with the breeze, it's a little cool. God, look at that sky. It's beautiful. I'm up here a little too early to catch a cool sunset over the shady canyon hills, but I'll try to find a place along the way in my ride. Sunsets in about, I think, an hour, give or take, from now. I'm sorry, it's a little bit more than that, probably an hour and a half. So doubt I'll be out riding that long. These are nice homes up here at the top of Quail Hill, but I don't know if they're worth it. It's not a gated community, which is kind of a shame. There was really no physical way they could gate it unless they put a high security fence around the whole thing. Hey, they cut the shrubs down so you can actually see. That was nice that they did that. Let me see if I can get up on the sidewalk and get a view for the camera. I'll go over there. That is a car I used to drive. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's an NX, never mind. That might be the only place I can sneak a peek through the, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I can. I think that's as much as I can zoom. You can see a little bit through the trees. The camera's mounted too low, and it's kind of a pain in the neck to pull it off of its mount. You should be able to see the orange balloon, though, through the individual blades of grass. Let me lean the bike a little bit that way, so that's got a clear shot. But it's, because of the Santa Ana condition, it's relatively clear. I guess you can see the mountain peaks over the bushes here from the camera's perspective. That's the San Gabriel Mountains. They're, as the crow flies, about, I want to say, 30 to 40 miles away. The tallest peak there being San Gorgonio, which is about, it's over 10,000 feet. I don't think it's over 11, though. I think it's somewhere about halfway between 10 and 11,000 feet. I've climbed it. It's it's a steep climb, but it's a kind of a relatively boring climb compared to other mountains that I've climbed in the California mountain ranges. But anyway, I'm going to zoom back out so that we can capture everything on the camera. Flowers here are pretty. I don't know why they put in such a narrow sidewalk. It wasn't really necessary given the real estate they had here. They could have made it a little wider and a little more interesting here. It's kind of funny because there are cul-de-sac areas. I'm gonna jump off the sidewalk. And in the lesser communities down the hill that are much nicer than this one. This one's really kind of underwhelming given the high cost of the homes that are wrapped around this street. This street name, I think, is Luminous, and there's maybe 20, 25 homes up here. I don't even want to know what the going rate is for one of these homes. I'll have to look it up on Redfin and see. I'm going to go over here and get the southern perspective from Luminous. This is generally where I get my photos of my bikes. It's a good backdrop right here with the blades of grass just gently blowing in the wind. Makes for a nice backdrop. I should come up here in the morning when the sun angle is more conducive to getting good shots, and take some other ones that, what is that, a can of Pringles? Oh, God. I don't even want to know who threw that there. Probably kids. But who knows? Adults aren't any better. So, anyway, this is the Luminous community, Luminous Street community. What a pretty day. It's prettier in the springtime when all these hills are bright green from all the winter rains. This is kind of and it's not as wet so far this year as it was last year. Last year we got a lot of rain, and it got to the point where it was almost, it was too much. And God, I feel bad for the people up in Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead and San Gabriel and San Bernardino communities. They just got annihilated with snowfall. Over a dozen feet of snow fell up there, and there was unfortunately a few deaths up there from people who died of hypothermia because they lost power and they couldn't get to them, and they were elderly people, and it was sad. It was really bad. I'm going to take you to a housing tract, my favorite housing tract here, and probably quite a bit more affordable because it's not on the top of the hill. I don't know the name of these communities, but I like the look of the homes on these particular streets. This is Retreat. I'm on Retreat Street. Hopefully it's Retreat Avenue or Retreat Way. Retreat Street sounds silly. Of course, we don't actually use the word street, I think, anywhere in the Quail Hill community. None of the street names are followed by street. Yeah, see, this is an example of a much more attractive cul-de-sac than the one that's up at the top of the hill. They've got trees here. They've cut all the grass back, but they have to because it's becoming flammable. This is a precaution for the dry weather, dry conditions that we have right now. So they come in and they really mow everything down. It doesn't look particularly good because it's all brown, but it's a necessary task this time of year when fire conditions are high. Anyway, I like the homes on this, and I love how big this cul-de-sac is. It's way bigger than the one up on Luminous. And whatever home developer that did these homes also did the homes on the next street over. They're quite nice. I will take you that way. It's good to be on the Super73. I haven't been on it for a while. I've been concentrating on my exercise bikes, e-bikes that I have that actually require you to pedal in order to go forward. Super73, you don't have to pedal at all. And in fact, it's kind of uncomfortable to pedal. for a long-legged guy like me. I might someday invest in some longer cranks and see if that helps at all. Here, this is the same houses as on Retreat. Same architecture. Nice homes, very nice homes. I would gladly take one of these. I could retire in one of these homes if somebody sold it to me at a price I could afford. I have no idea what they go for. Again, I'm going to have to look that one up and see. Love to see the backyards in these homes. Well, I'm going to head down and out of Quail Hill. I think I'll head over towards the Spectrum, just for the grins and giggles. I forgot to check my tire pressure, but I'm assuming I'm okay. These are big tires. They can run relatively low, on relatively low pressure. I don't know, maybe I'll run back and just top them off a little bit. Quick stop. Yeah, I'll go do that. I'm close by. Back to my little community. I will momentarily shut the camera off while I take care of topping off my tires. So I will talk to you shortly. Okay, I'm back. Tires are pumped up. And my garage door is down, so I'm going to head out again. It is what time? 3:36. I'm gonna start my outdoor cycle so that I have I map my route this time. I didn't do it going up to the top of the hill, but that's okay. Anyway. Let's see what we find over towards the Irvine Spectrum. Here we go. Yeah, it's already starting to cool off. I can feel the cooler air replacing the sun-kissed pavement air. Sun's getting low on the horizon. Rocking down the highway. I'm throttled up as far as the throttle will go on this thing. Doing about, I don't actually have an indication of my speed right now, but I'm guessing I'm doing 20. I'm going to sneak my way out into lane here. That didn't feel good. Position myself to travel the circle here. Ambulance was nice enough to slow down. Nobody else was. Thank you. I would have raised my hand, but when I'm going this fast and I'm turning that hard, I don't like to take my hands off the handlebar grips. It's not safe for a guy like me. Just not sure-handed or sure-footed or sure-assed or whatever body part enough to ride one-handed, especially on a bike that has handlebars this wide. It's different when you're on a road bike with the dropped handlebars. Your hands are comparatively close to each other, and therefore accidentally cranking the front tire hard left or hard right is a lot less likely than it is on this bike. This rides more like a motorcycle. Oh, nice move there, RAV4. Yeah, I'm getting a pretty heavy-duty dose of offshore flow here in my face. I don't know if you can hear all that wind noise or not. Some bike lane trouble up ahead. I think maybe because of the higher volume of vehicles this time of day, I'll ride the sidewalk. I don't want to, but I don't want to keep darting in and out of traffic either. I don't know. That sidewalk's awfully narrow. I'm gonna just kind of play slalom course around these caution signs. Sidewalk's just too damn narrow. I'm riding legally per the vehicle code. I'm allowed to ride in this lane if conditions in the bike lane, such as they are, don't permit it. And right now they don't permit it. keep my eye out for cars, though. He's hanging it up, so. Jesus Christ. Asshole. Sorry, but he deserved asshole. He went bolting by me at a very high speed and very close to me, and that was completely unnecessary. He's just being a dick. And driving like one, too. I just realized I missed my turn. Gonna have to turn around. Oops. Got so distracted by jerk drivers I didn't pay attention to where I was going. So I will be turning around. I didn't get that far off course here, so I think I can make my way back. Turn on Waterworks Way here and see where it takes me to the east. God, there's a lot of crap in this bike lane. I'm running over everything. I have never been on this stretch of road. Hopefully it doesn't say dead end your TSOL. Right lane turns right. I want to go right, so that's a good sign. So what road do we got here? Stop all ways. Discovery. Ah, okay. Very good. This will do just fine. I think I can get my way back to the bike path from here. I know there's a few ways to sneak back on off of Alton. Hopefully Discovery goes on through to Alton. We will find out. There's my light. Ooh, speed bumps. Those are gnarly on it. Suspension. Well, I've got front suspension, and it just partially saved my biscuits, but nothing in the rear. Another one. God, for good brakes. There's Alton. I'm going to try crossing straight across and see if I can find my way onto the bike path. Go over there. I remember when I was first checking out things down here, I think Alcon was one of the few businesses that were on Alton Parkway back then. Remember Alcon, Broadcom, just a handful of places here. This had really not been built out that much. See if I can find little sneak area to get back onto the bike path, which is over here, hopefully on the other side of this parking lot. I'm gonna find out the hard way. Looks like I'm elevated above it. I can see the bike, where the bike path should be, but how do I get down there? I guess I will go this way. See if there's a way to sneak onto it down here. Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. There it is. How convenient. Little unconventional way of getting on it, but this is works just the same. It's where I want to be. I don't think I've recorded this this route yet. This is, again, now that I'm getting my bearings a little better on some of these rides, this is the San Diego Creek Trail. And I will have to find out if it changes. I think it changes names on the other side of the 133 and after I go under the 405. I think it changes names to like Aliso Creek Trail or something like that. We'll find out. Hopefully there's a sign. If there isn't, I will look it up and add it to my my intro video intro when I upload this to YouTube. Wonder where the owner of that bicycle is. It's kind of an interesting place for a kid's bike to be left. Unless parent and daughter are playing in the San Diego Creek, which is not something I would recommend. That wash water is not clean. Picks up all manner of crap on its way to the ocean. This is one part of the route that I don't like because there are derelicts, delinquents, and homeless people that unfortunately camp out here. I went through here one time. I didn't have a camera on me. And there was probably about a dozen, I would say probably, they were teenagers for sure. And they were doing drugs, and they were doing more than just pot. It was disconcerting to see. I don't want to know really what they were doing. I just kept my head down and didn't say a thing and prayed to myself that I got around them. In fact, I didn't come back this way because I didn't want to encounter them again. And that guy's on a scary ride. Those skateboards, I don't really know what to call them. Those things are fast. They're faster than even if I unlocked this bike, which I never have. Top speed on this bike I think is somewhere between 30 and 32 miles an hour. I have it locked out at 20 in Class 2 mode, which is a legal way to ride it under all conditions. Wow, it's cool under the 405. Woo! Not going to sing the Ryan Van Duzer Ole 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 though. Wow, it's cool under there. I suspect the air never gets very warm up there. Of course, over here on the other side, there's not very much concrete, so It's markedly cooler on this side of the freeway with all the greenscape here. Non-concrete. If I went left there, that would take me out to Los Olivos Marketplace. I think I am now on Aliso Creek Trail. I will confirm that before I post this video. This is a nice piece of trail. I wish it went farther. I could travel this all day. It's nice and wide. Not a terrible amount of pedestrians. Generally, the ones that I see are mindful of the etiquette, and they know that there are a lot of bikes that travel this. Thank you. Passing on your left. Not that you can hear me. If I ever hit one of them, I'm going to sue Apple. More often than not, it's not just AirPods, it's AirPods Pro. So people have got they've invested in the ones that have active noise cancellation, or ANC. And fortunately and unfortunately, Apple's noise cancellation works really well. So pretty much you block out your almost entire environment. And when you couple that with listening to music at any significant volume, you ain't going to hear anything. And certainly not going to hear me saying "on your left" as I pass you. Wow, that is some cold air. I am glad it's going right through my windbreaker, I hate to say. I don't know if I'll be going back this way or not. It's awfully cool. So, the way I go back is not great, but heads up. Thank you. And I got a cyclist here on his cell phone. Texting while cycling. Don't give me a dirty look. I'm not the one who's not paying attention to what I'm doing. If you need to text, get off your damn bike. I'm going to pull a Sam and say, if you want to text, get off your fucking bike. That's what Sam the cooking guy would say. And I'm going to say it today. Because it really pisses me off. I should have looked at that trail map just to see what I can check out over here. I will the next time I ride this. And I'm going to run out of bike path here very soon. Yeah, it's the Los Olivos bike trail. Unfortunately, it doesn't go very far. At least, it doesn't go. I don't know where it goes once I hit Bake up here. Coming up on your left. Didn't hear me either. I do believe this is the dead end. I think this is Bake Parkway, and unfortunately, I don't know where the bike trail goes from here. It's a bloody shame if it's the end of it. It's I just don't see a natural extension to it anywhere. It's a shame. There's nothing on the other side of the road. There's got to be it's got to continue somewhere. I wonder if that's it over there. It's getting too dark for me, man. That's all dirt. Yeah, that's not it. I don't know. Lake Forest is too high speed for me to jump out into that bike lane. I don't like when the difference between my speed and the speed of traffic is in excess of 30 miles. And then I imagine the people there are doing more like 40 miles per hour. That's too nerve-wracking for me. I used to do it when I was younger, and now I think about it and it's kind of foolish. Just got to have one guy drift into the bike lane because he's not paying attention, especially nowadays with people. You know, the only distraction they had when I was riding in the bike lane on my road bike 30 years ago was people changing the stations on their radio, maybe reaching down to grab a soda or a cup of coffee. Nowadays, there's just so many things that can distract the driver. It's crazy. So you're just inviting trouble if you think you're safe riding in a bike lane like that. It really doesn't matter where you are. Even in the communities where the speed limits are, 25 or 35 miles an hour, you don't have to be hit by somebody doing 50 or 60. You get hit by somebody doing 25 and you can still get your clock rung, and worse yet, be a goner. Anyway, I'm gonna do what I certainly don't enjoy doing, which is I'll go down Laguna Altura's little thing here and do my turnaround, just because I like riding down here. It's pretty. The big pine trees. Come to a stop here because I can't see all that well with Mr. Sun low on the horizon and always in my eyeballs. Guess I must have tripped a light or something. I don't know why that was green. That's funny. As I recall, there ain't much sidewalk here, but I'll take what little there is, I guess, and then drop down here. I wish they had a drop down on the curb. I'm not capable enough to jump off this curb on this bike. I'm not a 40-ish shreddy McSkate who can handle those kinds of bumps and jolts. I'm going to get while the getting's good here. No traffic coming. These cars are going to be coming at a pace that not going to enjoy. Once I get down to this light, which is Laguna Canyon again, I will be reasonably safe. It's another place where they could put in a bike lane that's a little more disconnected, detached from the traffic. And coming down here like a bat out of hell too. Ooh, light. Stay green. Cool. Like that. That's usually a very long light to wait at. Happy I made that one. Anyway, that's a shorter ride than I usually take, but I got kind of a late start, and I've got things I got to do tonight, so I'll be signing off here pretty soon. I'm hoping that the audio was quite a bit better than yesterday, which probably will lead a few of you to not watching my video from yesterday, which I can understand. Gotta sneak my way into the traffic circle here again. Thank you. Oh, darn. Too early for the wreaths to be lit up. They're pretty wreaths. Yeah, I'll go up the other side. I don't do that typically. Probably should have jumped onto the sidewalk, but must admit the road's a little bit smoother, and for whatever reason a whole lot cleaner. Well, my next Super 73 is going to have rear suspension, just to spare my back a little bit from the jolts and bumps and everything else. Well, it was a pleasant weather, pleasant ride. No new real issues to report from a pedestrian or bike or e-bike or car hazard situation. I'm going to have to get a side mirror for two of my other bikes, because I forget just how indispensable it is to have something that allows me to see traffic behind me and what they're doing, especially like that guy who I could tell he was going to make a right turn in front of me like that. It's nice to have a little bit of advanced warning of people's intentions. Well, back into my community. Just before I jumped on this tonight, I field tested my new torque wrench on the chainstay bolts. I I dialed up the torque to 10 Newton meters. It's a electronic torque wrench. It's really awesome. So instead of the typical click you get with a standard, more conventional torque wrench, this electronic one gives you a beep. Starts giving you a warning beep at 80% of the torque you want applied, and goes to a solid tone when it reaches 100%. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm home, and so that will conclude today's ride, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.